Forget the NFL trade deadline is today at 4:00, man. Before we talk about that, it's time to hear from Bill. Nobody likes paying rent, but if you must, you might as well get something for it. That's where Built comes in. Built is changing the game by turning your rent payment into real rewards you can actually use. When you pay rent through Built, you earn flexible points that can be redeemed toward hundreds of hotels and airlines on future rent payment, your next Lyft ride, and more. But Built just isn't about rent. It's about rewarding you around your entire neighborhood. Built has made everyday life feel more rewarding, from your neighborhood to your travel plans. Turn your rent into rewards and start earning points around your neighborhood by going to joinbuilt.com/lockedonnfl. That's joinbilt.com/lockedonnfl. Make sure to use that link so that they know that we sent you. All right, G, as I said before we had that little break, today is the NFL trade deadline.
Yes,
it was reported last week that the Cleveland Browns are going to be more buyers than sellers. We talked yesterday about adding young talent to this team. What moves can be made? What moves should be made? Is there anything that Andrew Berry can do before 4 p.m. to kind of give you a little bit more optimism than what you have already?
You could take Jacoby Myers off there because he just got traded to Jacksonville.
Yeah, I was looking at him. I was looking for when this topic came up. I was looking for disgruntled receivers. I'm looking for
that's what you got.
Disgruntled receivers that showed one or two bright spots a couple of years in their career and is looking to play hard to get another contract somewhere. That's what I was looking for. Jacoby Myers is one of them dudes.
I don't know about that because do we got room to pay him like that? Like, I'd rather get the young guy or the dude that just signed, like the Tyson Campbell, a guy that signed, but like maybe he ain't living up to what he signed for. You trying to move on?
Oh, I like that too. I just don't know what we got to move for him. Like Greg Newsome, like literally has some upside. Like Greg Newsome's having one of the best years of his career, so it's easier to kind of be like, hey.
Do you think he get paid in Jacksonville?
That's debatable. I mean,
because the first game
the first game was nasty work. And you know what?
JSN also like the best receiver in the league. Right
It didn't look like the Browns lost that trade. No. It looked like the Browns did okay for themselves out there. In terms of who you think might be on the board, obviously the two positions we look for, guys, is offensive line, receiver. Do you believe that they'll make any moves, or should they make any moves in terms of those guys?
They should. They should definitely make a move. I told you, my dream is either Waddle, Olave, Wilson.
Yeah,
if you give me one of them three, and they willing to take, I give them a second this year and a second next year. I'd be willing to do that. And then I'd still take my two first-round picks and take a quarterback and a receiver.
Thoughts?
My thoughts are, like, I just don't know what a receiver's going to do for us right now.
So give you a spark?
Yeah, dude, but look who's throwing the ball.
I understand that. I do. But I want a playmaker that you can just throw him a now screen or something happens. Like,
yeah.
I feel like
I would love to have that too.
So do you believe, so let me think about it like this. Let me ask you like this. Do you believe?
Those guys cost a lot.
I know they do, but like you got to at least take a swing.
You're better off just trying to get one next year in the draft.
Yeah, but one is just not enough to me.
I mean, you're willing to give up massive capital,
I'm willing to give up 2 second-round picks for one, yeah. Because if you're going to give me a second round, you're going to give me a player that's been in the league, that's had success, and I don't have to get him up to speed, and then I'm going to pair him with another receiver that I take in the first round, yeah, I think we'd be back.
Listen, I don't have no – I like where you're going with it because a lot of people that play devil's advocate all the time, they say we can't evaluate these quarterbacks because we don't have talent. Or the Browns, the Kevin Stefanski or Tommy Rees can't succeed because we don't have talent. Look at our receiving core. Look at this. Look at that. And, yeah, I go back and all the time, we watch Joe Flacco every single week throw for 500 yards or whatever.
470.
I mean,
4 touchdowns, 2 picks.
So he's doing that because he got them dudes. Yeah. Like, they got them.
It's not like their offensive line is that much better than the Browns. And by the way, our offensive line played a lot better these last week or two.
So if you can get one of those guys and whoever they is, you figure out that they like Jerry Jeudy. it's going to look will look a 1,000 times better
as a 3.
As somebody else added to something. I made the analogy. On Thanksgiving, he's a side dish. Nobody don't eat macaroni and cheese and that's it. No one just has potato salad and that's it.
Well, my son would, but that's
I say my kids would.
Children, by the way, they put something. It's crack in that macaroni and cheese. Because my little niece.
Which one? Which brand? What are we talking about?
All of them.
Oh, okay.
They go to restaurants.
All the mac and cheese.
Yeah, they're like, go to the restaurant. What do you want? Mac and cheese. You got to eat something. Listen, sweet child. You can't just have
not to derail here real fast, but dude, Panera Bread, their mac and cheese,
delicious.
It's fire, and it's like $50.
Yeah, it is.
Everything at Panera is expensive. Panera is $25.
I go there and get like 3 orders of mac and cheese and like maybe a sandwich for myself. $55.
That sandwich $16.
And it's a half.
For a half.
And it's a half sandwich.
And maybe a little side of soup.
Yeah, half sandwich. And that little
get you a pick too.
And a little scone. And them drinks is $5 if you don't get it out the fountain.
Mac and cheese is fire though.
What you got, Earl?
I know y'all been talking. I know y'all may have spoke on this already, but Akron Hot Saucer sent another super chat saying, "Do you think adding a wide receiver or anyone before 4 p.m. would be a good booster for morale, even though it probably won't have a huge immediate impact on his own?"
See, that's the thing. Like, who's to say that it wouldn't, though? Like, I think that if you added a wide receiver, like a decent name, wide receiver, and people know his game and know that he's productive, I think that gives a boost to at least the offense, like from like being in that locker room. Now, obviously, if you're a wide receiver, you might feel some type of way because he's taking your spot. But like for like a Quinshon Judkins or a Dylan Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders, you giving me another weapon. So now I got Harold Fannin, Njoku, Judkins, and the dude. Like I can do something with that. I can work with that.
Because here's why.
And then on the defensive side, it's like, like, all right, we got us another dude. Let's roll. Like,
so it's insulation. So I like the fact that you go out and get another receiver, and it's insulation. It's a guy that you can plug and play and come in, and there's no ramp up with it. Yes, you're gonna have to learn the offense. Yes, but the Cleveland Browns, the one thing that they're sorely lacking is in this league when you got a team and you got an offense. If somebody is locking you up, at some point, you just got to throw the ball up and give one of them dudes a chance. And that's such a huge luxury when you have a guy like Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase or any of these guys. When all hell breaks loose and things go crazy around you, you got pressure, you can say, I don't got to depend on Jamari Thrash running the most perfect route and catching the football. I could throw it up to one of them dudes and give it 50-50.
There's a guy in college who I've wanted since he was at James Madison. Elijah Surratt is the guy that I want on this Cleveland Browns team.
He'd be like a third or fourth round.
I mean, I don't know how he's going to get drafted. I think
he's going to go like third or fourth. He's a good player.
But he's like a poor man's Mike Evans, dude.
Man.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Good player.
I mean, he's always
maybe that's not giving him enough credit.
He's always topping. He's been topping the Big Ten. What I like about him the most is the fact that he is really good at possession catches, like them 50-50 balls. He catches them and he breaks tackles.
Go look at that last touchdown against Oregon when he just beats him in the corner.
Right there in the back shoulder.
And you know, Mark Schler talked about it in the game. He said, "Man, listen, the Browns is missing the physicality. And you turn around and look, and everybody is 5'6", 5'10", and look like, I'm like, where's your big guy? Where's the big homie at?
Yes,
I need one of them.
We don't need more Ray Farmer receivers.
right. The Javid Best running around in the slot. We don't like that.
We love you, Hawk. We love you, brother.
Yeah. I just think the Browns is missing the attitude, the winning attitude. I think that's the case because, like, we talked about how Jason sat up here and talked about, like, that's a bad team that found a way to lose a game because they're a bad team. And my thing is, if that's the case, then why are they a bad team? Because it's just been what it's been for the past couple of years. It's just we've been so used to just losing that it doesn't really, like, it hits you in the beginning of the season, but at some point it's just like I'm numb to it.
Right.
You know, like they playing numb in the locker rooms over there. Like they're numb to it all because it's like it is what it is. And like when you get there, it's so hard to get out of that. It's so easy to revert back to that year after year. Like you get in there and then once things go bad in the season, it's like, I mean, I done went through this before. Like, when you get that, it's done. And I feel like you got to get rid of that. Like, you got to get some people in there that's like, no, I'm used to winning games. The last time they tried that was Juan Thornhill, and that's a whole nother deal. I don't know what happened with that situation. He had a lot of injuries and things like that. But, like, they was on the right – they had the right mindset when they tried to go get a guy like that. They need to get more of those type of players in that locker room.
Earl, what we got?
I think this is in response to what Dustin said earlier, but Smooth STP says, y'all give Flacco success to him having Chase and Higgins, then say, what is a receiver going to do for us? Which one is it? Why are we afraid of talent?
Who said? You see what I said.
Not afraid of talent. I mean, those guys, number one, they've got two legitimate receivers. They've got a good tight end. They got a good back. I mean, I don't know. I would love to take the talent. I'm not saying the Browns don't need talent. Obviously they do, but at what cost? And when do you make that decision? That's the balance. Like, you don't have a quarterback yet. The Bengals do. I mean, Joe Burrow's their starting quarterback. He's not playing right now. We know that, but that's why they have those talented guys there. And yeah, it's obviously very easy for Flacco to kind of just mix into that system and look like a good player. He's a good player. I mean, he can throw the ball down the field, threw 467 yards this weekend.
It's a conundrum because I think what you're running into is you got a limited amount of assets, right? So you have
That's my point.
A limited amount of what you can do. So you have to evaluate 3 or 4 things in real time. You have to say, okay, what do I have in-house today? What do I feel about Dylan Gabriel? What do I feel about Shedeur Sanders? And what does that look like? 2, you have to also evaluate how much of a priority am I going to prioritize a receiver and how much it's going to cost me if they're a veteran. Like if it's Lave or Garrett Wilson or whoever you may say. How much is it going to cost to get those dudes, right? So if you say 2 second-round picks, okay. And then they have to also evaluate in real time, do I like one of these quarterbacks enough, and where am I picking to say I'm going to take that quarterback? And then they still got to evaluate, all right, what are we going to do with offensive line? Because we got a number one, we got high picks. We need to figure out, because we don't have linemen. So we need to figure that out, and or what does the receiver class look like coming up? So you got all of these positions and needs that you need to fill, and you have to realize where or evaluate where is the most pertinent and impactful places to spend said resources.
Well, I think that when you look at the situation that the Browns is in, you always got to look at, because for some odd reason they want to do what Philadelphia does, and they just can't. They just miss too much in the draft to do what Philly does. So you got to look at like a Denver, and obviously Denver started with the Russell Wilson thing and then took the cap hit, but for some odd reason you don't even notice that like they ain't got no money.
Right.
They did a really good job because they hit on the quarterback.
Yep.
Bo Nix was perfect, and then they went and get hit on like a Troy Franklin and things like that. So I think for us it's always going to come back to the quarterback, and I know we haven't seen Shedeur yet, but until we do, like, that's the thing that everybody's going to be thinking about. We can't do anything until you hit on that quarterback. And the sad part is when you look at this upcoming draft, nobody knows who the clear number one is. And, heck, if you lose it, if you beat the Jets, you ain't getting the number one anyways. The Jets are. So it's just going to push you back even further from being able to get that guy. And I just think they just continue to miss too much in the draft. And then it's funny because it's like now we need the draft. And yes, he this past draft they 100% hit on it, and hopefully they could keep that same momentum. But I don't know how much I trust that, and that's sad that I'm sitting here like even after this wonderful draft of all those rookies right there that's contributed and that's actually doing well. Do I trust him to do it again next year with 2 first-round picks and a quarterback and a receiver? 2 positions that we haven't evaluated correctly in years. Ever. Might be ever. I think Baker was the closest thing we had to actually getting it right.
And they didn't even draft him.
I got a question.
So, like, that's what scares me about the whole thing.
Maybe Tyvis or Dustin can answer this.
They should have got Jalen Milroe. I'm still mad. Even if I know
him.
Listen, Jalen Milroe, I know he ain't playing right now, but at least the games would be entertaining. Because at the end of the day, he just take off running. I'd be for that.
He got 2 picks before Dylan Gabriel.
I know he did.
What's up, Earl?
Just question for either one of you all. In the NFL, what's considered like a draft hit? Like what percentage of the picks that you select and say a draft has to hit for it to be considered a great draft? Just I'm getting to a bigger point based off what Tyvis said.
2 or 3.
Number one, depends on how many high picks you have.
Yeah, that's
how many
a big
how many
factor.
first, second, third round picks you have, and total picks.
I would say the first, if you got, and we just going first, second, third, like you got just 7 picks, and let's say you somewhere in the mid, like you picking 15th or whatever the case may be. Well, the Browns is usually top 10. I would say at least the first 3 picks.
I mean, first through third round, those guys should be starters.
Correct.
Third round starter by second year. I think that's sort of my mindset. Yeah. I was not, but
He's like full disclosure.
Yeah, I was not. But no, I mean, like first, second round pick, those guys should be starters as rookies for the most part. I mean, quarterback is a little different because it depends on the situation. And then you want to try to find between the 4th, 5th round,
just
one
Yeah.
of those guys.
You know, we talk about whether the hit or miss phase. I actually think that the Browns are doing one thing, and obviously they're doing their due diligence on the quarterbacks, right? But I actually think that they made a move to pass off play calling to get a better overall evaluation of the quarterbacks. I actually think that a lot of what they're going to do hinges on the fact of what do we think we have here, right? And I think they're going to try to exhaust that. I think that's the reason AB moved quickly on Flacco, and they moved even more quick on Kenny Pickett. And so now you have a runway where, Dylan Gabriel has been immersed in the offense. You're going to get a new set of eyes on him. And pretty soon you will see Shedeur Sanders at some point during the season. And then you can have, with a new set of eyes, what you feel you have. And then that will tell you and dictate to you what you need to do. I think a lot of times we just fast forward stuff. And we got to realize that the play on the field has a lot to do. We talk so much in a 24-hour news cycle about narratives and what we think and backdoor moves. But just be honest with yourself, man. The most impactful stuff that happens is on Sundays at 1 o'clock. And that is what keeps you on the field or takes you off the field. That's what dictates what the Browns are going to ultimately do. Because I'm going to be honest with you. If one of these quarterbacks shows up and they start looking like they one of them quarterbacks, the Browns are going to think differently about what we need to do and where we need to go. As for the trade deadline, I just think at this point, they ain't making no moves. They ain't making no moves.
You with that,
They not making no moves. They gonna roll with what they got. Look, they move is and they
I
say.
feel like they gonna make one move, but it's gonna be like a nothing burger.
Man, I don't feel like Earl. I feel like they ain't making no moves. They gonna try to tell themselves Isaiah Bond reuniting with Tommy Reese is the move.
Y'all be thinking I'm playing. The only time the Browns make real moves is on Madden. We got a couple more super chats related to this topic. Mr. Miami 1776 says, panel question, if Shedeur plays 5 to 6 games and wins all of them, do the Browns still draft a quarterback next year? If so, why even keep him instead of trading him?
If Shedeur go out there in 5 or 6 games and win every last one of them, and he throw for a bunch of touchdowns, a bunch of yards, it's done for at least 2 years. That's a no-brainer.
So
there's no way that you would draft a quarterback.
The other side of that is no one's trading for him.
Correct.
Yeah, I think.
Well, the Browns wouldn't trade him.
Why would you? I think the trade
that would be the best thing that ever happened, because now you got both first-round picks and a second-round high pick that you could we back.
Listen,
we back.
The Browns, to be truthful, if you just take all the other stuff out of it and you just look at what happened, right? And you just look at the timetables, and so if you would have told me during the preseason, Shedeur Sanders, what is it? On November, what's it, 5th, 4th?
Today is the 4th.
November 4th, Shedeur Sanders would be the backup quarterback. I would be like, Oh, okay. All right. Dang. I would, if you just said these are the 4 quarterbacks in the middle of the season or beginning of the season, and on November 4th is the backup quarterback, I'd be like, oh, well, that's progress. Listen, we'll figure that out. Pull that schedule up, Earl. He said how many games? The last 5 games, right?
5 or 6.
So let me go. Yeah, the Jets game. No, that ain't it.
How about the Raiders?
So Titans. So no, Titans.
That's the 49ers will make it 6.
So Titans, Bears, and then the next 2 Bills, Steelers, Bengals. Come on, bro.
He beat the Bills.
If he shut up, shut your mouth.
Hold on, let me see. Let me see. 15.
Shut your mouth.
What was 15 again?
Shut your mouth. If he come on, man.
He gonna beat Josh Allen in the Bills.
Come on now.
Man, what?
So
that is the Super Bowl. The city be on fire.
If he beats the Titans, that means he beat Cam Ward head to head. That's already a news. He beat the Bears, right? Like
that's another first.
That's another first.
Caleb Williams.
That he beat Caleb Williams on the road. He's first round overall picks. Now people is talking about. I told you he was rated the number 1 quarterback of all time. Let's keep it going. I didn't say this. He goes home.
He beats the Bills
at the crib.
It's done
in front of Dustin Fox's alma mater, the Buffalo Bills. His children are in attendance with the crazy. You got all the alternate jerseys.
Nah, man, we watched that at the crib.
You gonna watch that at the crib? It's too crazy. Dustin might go party.
Too cold.
The Bills, and then you got the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the ghost. The last time we seen somebody dealing with the Pittsburgh Steelers was Baker Mayfield, right? And you beat the Steelers at home after you beat the Bills, and then you go on the road. And either you're going to see Joe Flacco or Joe Burrow, and you win that game, stop. There's nothing to talk about. What are you talking about, bro? What do you mean? If you just giving me, if that happens, yeah.
You hear the quarterbacks he going up against?
Dude,
what kind of question is that?
With this roster?
You mean to tell me he going to be 2 number 1 picks, Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, and Joe Flacco? Man.
Good luck. You did that? Oh my God!
Bro, what we talking about?
If he does that, listen, Jason and Jay will buy 12 jerseys.
That's a fact.
They gonna get them.
They will come in here with Rolexes and throw them up.
Mm-hmm. Those if you get those wins, I'm gonna just tell you like this.
Oh, I'll be in here wearing a Shador jersey.
That's a fact.
If they're competitive. And what I mean competitive, and it look like it's some offense being had, and it's a back and forth scoring affair, and they just happen to pull it out, cats is still going to be ecstatic because you got to understand the levels of what we're seeing now until those teams is going to be jockeying for playoff positioning, bro. Like, you got 2 division rivals. So, yeah, you set me up for it. I didn't even say it, bro. If he does that, there's no question. I won't. Yeah, people will have jerseys all over the place.
Hey, Tyvis, Doggy Bones said without development, Jalen Milroe is just a built DTR.
Nah, no, he not, because Jalen Milroe got them legs. He could roll, bro, and
he got them legs.
Pause.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was. That wasn't as worse as mine, but
no, yeah, yours.
Mine was
yours. You
all
can't
time
come back from that.
Yeah, I had to sit in the corner on that one. Nah, I feel like Milroe.
Yeah, you getting fined. You got a flagrant 2. You might be suspended. You definitely got a fine coming.
And I got to take corporate compliance courses afterwards, 2 hours worth. Yeah, but no, I feel like Jalen Milroe. Now DTR, stop. DTR.
They both got strong arms. I understand it from that standpoint.
He not on that.
I just said it would be more entertaining. That's what I said.
Well, here's the thing. I think it might get entertaining. Listen, I don't know why I'm optimistic. I don't know. I might change my mind by the time I get to Ultimate Browns.
Are you telling me that things are about to get weird in Cleveland?
Oh, it's gonna be super weird. Like, it's getting weird. It got weird today. It got super weird because I wouldn't have told you. It got weird because your boy AB didn't speak, and I didn't get your thoughts on that.
He said he don't mind.
What are your thoughts about AB not saying nothing?
Well, I'm on the record saying I think it's sort of not cool.
Yeah,
I think he should talk.
Yeah,
even though he wouldn't probably say anything.
Yeah,
I think he owes it to the the fans and to the organization, like, to just get in front of a microphone.
Right. Like, I would have liked to see him talk about that.
Give us the State of the Union.
Yeah,
what's going on?
How you feeling? Where you
Jake's
moving?
buy me a Coke.
Yeah, I like that, man. Yeah, but no, I think when you got AB in the situation, but I do think that Kevin Stefanski turning play calling over, it's a whole new storyline. It then splintered off into a prequel. Now I get to see something, right? I'm like, okay, it's about to get kind of weird out here. It's getting weird early.
Hey, James Mace 47 says if Andrew Berry resigns before the trade deadline, I will have a lot of faith in the Browns moving forward.
So I guess he does not like his picks. He does not like those.
I just think it's a lot that you where we are right now is that in this upcoming draft, you want this franchise to identify a quarterback and a wide receiver, which is two things that we have not drafted and developed ever.
Offensive line too.
True.
We have drafted. Yeah, well, we need that.
I mean, we ain't.
But we at least drafted and developed Joe Thomas.
I mean, but they don't get credit for that.
Yeah.
Joe
That was
Thomas.
2007.
Yeah, that was we was in high school, bro.
He was 07 draft.
You're right. We missed on every.
Like-
Well, no, Luke
Batonio.
Whippler, go Bucks.
I mean, we gonna see if Luke.
Yeah, but
do
Luke
something.
been hurt.
But Luke, listen, you know the Buckeyes.
Zach been an unhealthy scratch, a healthy scratch. Luke been hurt. Every tackle he done drafted, he done tried to flip and put on the other side. Like out of all the evaluation, he missed the fact that Jed Wills was absolutely
Oh
amazing.
my gosh.
So like the offensive line evaluation for Andrew Berry has been horrific.
Yeah, it's tough because he does have some nice picks. He has some nice picks. I can't lie. Like he got some nice stuff going on right now, but it still don't get you off the hook for missing on other positions because now you got a situation where the reason why we got to go back into these drafts and think about receiver and line is because you missed on a top 10 pick in Jed Wills. Mm-hmm. That would have extended you. If he was your left tackle of the future, things look a lot better. If you don't think about it, if you don't have Anthony Schwartz and you got a bona fide receiver, I know.
Was Schwartz
Anthony
a top 100 pick?
Fourth round.
Third round.
Third or fourth?
Third.
I think he went third. That's a top 100 pick, man.
He went over Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah.
Is he out of the league?
Yeah. Oh, he's working. I saw him at Dick's Sporting Goods.
He's got
a new one in Fairlawn.
He counted
Yeah.
One last night. It was very nice.
Dixon came up. They didn't came up. Like they got a lot of fire, bro.
Yeah, it's your second of the day.
Yeah. That was kind of crazy.
You out of your mind.
This is 2 in a row,
He said that's your second of the day.
That's just two.
Flag.
Nah, trade that line.
That's one of those stories you got to say sporting goods. You can't just say Dick's.
Yeah.
Dick's Sporting Goods.
Yeah. That's not.
T. Bush, a big fan.